fallouts of the general election in India this year has been the slow and steady revival of the Congress party and of course the opposition as a whole. Going up from 52 seats to 99 this time, this has been a huge sigh of relief for India's principal opposition party, which had been staring at a series of setbacks since the Modi wave first came to India in 2014. And for that, the credit goes to the Gandhi siblings Rahul and Priyanka and to the Congress president Mallikarjun Kharge. Rahul Gandhi in particular has been at the receiving end of a lot of vilification when it comes from the BJP, whether it comes from the mainstream media, and today, in a way, he does stand vindicated. Data that the Indian Express extrapolated from Rahul Gandhi's two Bharat Jodo Yatras, which were conducted a year apart, show that the Congress and its allies actually did much better along the Bharat Jodo Yatra routes, and that itself is significant. And the Congress has done better in states where it had been almost wiped out last time, like in Maharashtra, Haryana, Rajasthan, etc. There are, of course, states where they still continue to do badly and face a very strong BJP. Gujarat, although they won one seat this time, breaking the winning streak of the BJP. And then there's Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh. These are still the Congress's weak spots, which they need to focus on. But Rahul Gandhi in particular has come out really a very different politician from this election. We also saw, surprisingly, a Lokniti CSDS survey done in UP, which actually showed that 36% of respondents in UP preferred Rahul Gandhi as Prime Minister over Narendra Modi at 32%. Now, this was unthinkable perhaps even a year ago, but it does tell you the changing story of India's opposition and of the Congress in particular. It is now up to them to keep up the momentum and the heat on the government and to slowly and steadily continue their revival as well as build up strategic alliances as they did in this general election.